to trust. I belong to you, and I'll always be around.
Good afternoon, guys.
Hey, what's going on, fam?
Welcome back to the channel. My name is Peggy, if you're new here.
I am the Don.
And we are gone with the Winleys. We have DJ in the back.
You'll hear him every once in a while. You can see his little head sticking out.
He'll pop up. There he goes.
Yeah.
You can see him a little bit.
He wants to be in the video.
Yeah, but anyway, fam, it has been a rough, I don't want to say rough, but it's been a bothersome few days. I want to say that. Just a bothersome few days. And we were not doing videos because, however I'm feeling, you're going to know.
Yeah.
I wear my heart on my sleeve, so that's just who I am.
Yeah.
But anyway, we had to put the truck in the shop, right? Yeah. Okay, so we're sitting in the car, and I hear this ding, like ding, ding, ding. And I'm like, Donald, put your seatbelt on. Just put your seatbelt on so the thing can go off. And he was like, my seatbelt is on. And I'm like, oh, maybe it's me, because I have my purse strapped around me sometimes and I forget to put my seatbelt on. So my seatbelt is on, and so I look over and I'm like, wait, that's a weird light. I've never seen that light before.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna let Donald explain to you guys exactly what happened. But anyway, we're good now. But I'm just gonna tell you, like, they kept the truck for like 2-3 days. We picked it up on day 3, and I'm just like, but it's always something. It's always, I ain't gonna say always something, because it's just regular. When you're out, like when you're driving your vehicle a lot and you're towing and stuff like that, you just have to stay on top of things. So this is going to teach us to kind of stay on top of things a little bit better.
Exactly.
But anyway, I'm going to let Donald explain what happened. So,
okay, so I'm going to try to go through the whole progression of what happened. It started off with the fuel filter light. So that first ding was the fuel filter. Now, I'm sitting there thinking, okay, fuel filter, we'll get it done in the next couple of weeks. That's no big deal. So we riding around with the fuel filter, I'm thinking. And then, like Peggy said, she hears the big ding, right? The big ding was the diesel exhaust filter. Now, that's something I never even heard of. I didn't even realize the diesel trucks had that. So we did some research, and they said, well, you probably just need to do what's called a regeneration. Get out on the highway. If you've been driving around the city less than 50 miles an hour for a long period of time, you got to get it out on the highway, get up to like 60, 65 miles an hour. Make sure the RPM between 14 and 1600 for about 25, 30 minutes. So that's what I do. The next morning I get up, because there's no place around here to drive that. So I had to get it out onto the highway on the interstate. And I drive out, 15 minutes out, 15 minutes in, 70 miles an hour, 1600 RPM, nothing. So now I'm worried. I'm worried because I'm doing research, and that filter's supposed to last like 120,000 miles, and it can cost like $1,000 to get it replaced. And I'm just sitting here, because the truck wasn't brand new, we bought the truck used. So I'm sitting there thinking, did it sell us a limit or something? So I'm worried. I'm very, very worried. And that would have come across in the videos had we started shooting.
Yeah.
So we take it into the dealership, and doing my research, they said, well, you should have got an 80% or a 90% full before you got a full, whatever that is. And they'll say, well, it sounds like there's a blockage there somewhere, because you should have got the little pre-warning messages. And it may be because the fuel filter leads into the diesel exhaust filter, that the fuel filter might be the problem. So let's go ahead and do the fuel filter. I said, how much is that? $249. And he said, that might be the problem. Yeah, that might be it. We don't know. But you got to get it done anyway, because the light was on. So, okay, let's go ahead and do the fuel filter. I'm sitting here praying, like, okay, hopefully this will do it. This will clear up both of them. They do the fuel filter exchange, and then they send me a text message. Yes, we did a fuel filter change, and nope, that didn't clear it up. I'm like, oh my goodness. They said, well, we're gonna go out there and try to do a regen, drive it the 14 to 1600 RPM and see if that clears it up. They called back. They did the 1400, the 1600 regen. No, nothing. So I'm sitting there thinking, we just gotta wait. They said we need to over another couple nights, or at least one more night, one more day. And next day, the diesel guy comes in, he checks it out and realized that it was some sort of blockage there. And instead of replacing it, they just took it off and removed the blockage. Got that fantastic message back that it was all done. So fuel filter exchange, we got the diesel exhaust filter, because if the diesel exhaust filter shuts down, the truck is not gonna let you drive it. It's going to shut you down to 5 miles an hour. It's going to shut you down to nothing, just like the death. These diesel trucks will not let you drive them bad. When the computer says you got to get something done, you got to get this stuff done. It won't let you drive more than 1,000 miles with a low def. Or not even, 100 miles, 150 miles with a low def. So when it says time to replace the def, you put the def in there. When it says time for a fuel filter, you get that fuel filter change, all that kind of stuff. So that's what we've been going through for a while, but we finally got the truck back. Thankfully, we was able to take care of that and take care of that the nail and the tire situation. Got a pretty good deal on that.
Yeah.
So
it's just
maintenance,
like,
boy.
Yeah, but like I say, Donald, I'm on his neck. He gonna have to be more proactive for me, you know. So anyway, we got that done. That's taken care of, and then you guys know we went live and we talked to you about what's going on in California.
Oh yeah.
And so we are going to reroute just to be safe. I would love to go to California. You know, I was writing everybody, tell them I'll be in California for 2 weeks. You can come visit us and stuff like that. But yeah, we're not doing that.
We're not going to be able to make it.
So we're going to have to stay here at Davis-Monthan for a little while longer. So we will be here until
around the 25th, 26th area.
Yeah, we're going to be here to the 25th or 26th. Yeah, 26th. We leave on the 26th.
Yeah.
And we'll be heading to White Sands, New Mexico. We've had to alter all of our routes. So as we go, you'll see what we had to tweak, because I don't want to keep telling y'all, oh, we're doing this and we can't do it.
Exactly.
Because you don't know what's going to happen out here in these RV streets. So anyway, today we're just going to get out and get some things done. And listen, 2 days without your truck.
Oh man, I've been.
Yeah, I needed Donald to go to the store like 3 or 4 times. I'm like, hey, hook up the electric bike player and get on.
It's always like one thing. We ain't got no butter. We don't have any eggs. We don't have any bread for this. And it's just like, okay, well, I hop on the electric bike, ride on down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
gotta keep those bikes charged up too, because I had to pedal back because I didn't have my bike charged up. That's just me. I was able to ride there.
So listen, I ain't throwing him under the bus today.
No, she wouldn't do that to me, fam.
But I'm just saying, somebody needs to step their game up, because I don't like all this. I don't get everything done what is supposed to be done, so we can move accordingly
and keep everything ready.
Yeah,
because we might have needed those bikes. So I'm keeping the bikes charged up and everything, because we bought them for a reason, and they really came in handy while the truck was in service and stuff. So
yeah, they kept it. Now they didn't offer us a loaner.
No,
that wasn't even a thought.
So, and you know they can't pick you up. They offer to pick you up, but they can't come on post.
Yeah.
So
I mean, when nobody wants to go through that extensive background check in the first place, so I wouldn't want to come on post either. So I mean, listen, it was just a frustrating 3 or 4 days. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was very frustrating not knowing.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I try to keep it 1,000. Keep it 1,000 with y'all, not 100, but 1,000. I try to keep it real. Is that a rat?
That is a groundhog.
That little?
Yes. That's a tiny groundhog.
I was like, baby, if that was a rat.
No.
But his tail is too bushy.
His tail's too long and bushy to be a rat.
Because I'm like, is that a rat? What is that? Because listen, y'all, they in front of us doing all this work. Like, we got this open little pit. Donald will show it to you real quick.
Yeah.
We got this open thing in front of us, and they've been digging and cleaning it.
Yeah.
All morning. And so I was like, oh, I hope they didn't disturb nothing. They didn't. So you say it's a what?
I think it's it's some sort of little like chipmunk groundhog mix. I don't know. It's just
it don't look chipmunky.
It don't look chipmunky.
As long as it ain't a rat.
It's too fluffy to be a rat.
But anyway, we're gonna go to the grocery store, get our grocery shopping done.
Yeah.
And we got to go to, we live at the post office, y'all, because your girl is always crafting. And I'm like, hey, look what I made you. Here's my address. Look what I made you. Here's my address. I'm always doing it. I need to stop. But anyway.
They know me by name in there. They see me coming. They say, okay, yeah, we got something for you. Because Pig got some Amazon boxes coming to that P.O. box too. Crafting is big. Crafting is a big part of why we go to the post office all the time. But them Amazon boxes be coming in, and they know.
Yeah.
If you skip like 3 days, they're like, "Wow, we haven't seen you in a while."
What is that?
That's a chipmunk.
Yeah, that is a chipmunk. Look how he's okay. That's a chipmunk.
It's a chipmunk.
Because I would have been worried. I'm like, nah, I can't sit outside and watch TV. I don't sit outside and watch TV anyway, right?
I haven't seen one this far west before, but yeah, we saw them in Colorado. I guess that's kind of far. But yeah, that's a chipmunk.
And listen, I wrote Tyler Perry. I know y'all tired of me talking about sisters, but look, I went on his Instagram page and I wrote him. And I'm like, you know what? You need to get your act together with this show because I'm not going to keep watching it. I'm going to give you 2 more episodes and then I'm out. You got 2 more. Like, I bet he going to block me. Because I wrote him. I just couldn't take it anymore.
Like,
He dragging one situation out way too long. And poor Zach. Like, Zach don't ever have a good day. And I'm like, how can one man stand so much? And I'm like, he should just quit that job. Like, Zach, he should just quit the show. Because he got more on him than anybody I ever seen. Like, you remember Bad Luck Slep Rock from the Flintstones?
Bad Luck Slep Rock, yeah.
Bad Luck Slep Rock. Always, I mean, every episode, he get past one obstacle, then here come another one, and then here come another one. I'm just like, I wouldn't even play Zach, for real. I'm just like, keep your money, Tyler. But anyway.
She was frustrated.
That's that on that. But anyway, fam, to the
supermarket.
So I'm going to have Donald drop me off because I want to take my time.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have him drop me off at the grocery store. All of this is on post. And so then he's going to go
I'm going
to
to
the
take care of
post
the whole
office.
post office thing.
So you got to mail those 2 mugs and that and that. Okay. All right, fam. So we'll see you somewhere down the line.
All right, fam.
All right.
Hey, what's going on, fam? Happy New Year, in case we haven't heard from you, or you haven't heard from us. We did post a 2022 recap the other day. Hope you watched it. But several of you pointed out a glaring omission in our 2022 recap. And there were actually a couple, but one was extremely glaring. I don't really have an excuse for it. In 2022, while we were parked at Uchi Creek near Columbus, Georgia, I found my little buddy, DJ. Now, the only reason I can come up with why we left that out is that DJ feels like he's a member of the family, been with us forever. I just can't imagine it without him. I can't remember not having him, for real. And we left it out. We were just focusing on places we've been and stuff like that. So, yeah, I had to apologize to little DJ. He looked at me like, what did you do? It's no big, but it's a bit chilly this morning, so DJ has on the new jacket that Peggy got him. And I freaking love this thing. It is padded. It's one of those little swell up jackets that puff up, the little puffy jackets and stuff. Let me show it to y'all. He loves it. Yeah, look at you.
Hey fam. So we have made it home, and I think I overdid it just a little bit. So we got groceries everywhere. Okay.
Yes, we got groceries.
Everywhere. So now I gotta figure. Listen, the older I get, the more I hate grocery shopping. Like, I don't like grocery shopping. And we have been going to the grocery store way too much for my liking. So I built back up our stash of things that we say we're not going to eat and we end up eating them anyway. So I just built our stash back up. So I'm going to go ahead and try to start putting this food away. And while I'm putting the food away, I am going to be cooking Donald a meal that's going to last him 2 days. Y'all know he like hamburger helper. So I'm about to make him some hamburger helper for tomorrow. That way I don't have nothing to do. If I do all my work today, I can relax tomorrow, right?
Like
Is that a plan?
That's a good plan.
Yeah, he ain't going to let me do it. So I'm going to turn y'all over to the player while I start putting away this food.
Hey, what's going on, fam? I didn't know she was gonna hand me the phone. So, how y'all doing? Nah, it was wild, fam. So y'all know I had to get to the post office first, so and take care of all that stuff over at the post office. I thought it took a long time, right? So I get back, I send Peggy a text message. Hey, baby, I'm back. Nothing. 15 minutes later, nothing. She was in there for 41 minutes. After 41 minutes after I got back from the post office. I must have spent at least 20 to 25 minutes at the post office. So she had a good hour plus. But hey, like she said, she took care of what she believes is everything we need for the rest of this month. And I believe her. We're gonna eat what we got.
I don't like going to the grocery store.
Yeah, that's one of the things about these RV streets, fam. If you're gonna have an RV, all these RVs come with these small midget refrigerators and stuff.
All of them. Some of them come with
that's right. Some of them come with full-size refrigerators,
yeah,
but most of them come with these little small refrigerators and small cabinet space. You gotta decide how much stuff you can put in there and everything. So it's a numbers game, but she is extremely confident she's gonna be able to get everything into these.
I am. I ain't even worried about it.
She ain't even worried about it, not even a little bit. She's not even worried about it a little bit. So hey,
because I'm gonna work my magic, player.
There you go. She gonna work her magic, and
I am going to work my magic.
I'm gonna just sit back and watch the show. I used to try to help her out. Baby, we put this. We put this. No, that just slows her down.
No, listen. I think Donald puts stuff in the wrong place or in the place where, like, this is stretching it, like putting ice cream in the pantry. So I say, don't put it in there. I'm just stretching it a little bit, but just stuff way out of order, right? You look in there and you see you got your Ziploc bags in the refrigerator, because that's what he does.
Yeah.
And then that way I'll say, oh, that's okay. You ain't got to help.
Oh, you know what? That's funny, because the other day I was reading some, I was going through some Instagram reels and stuff, and this man, right, he said he gets up in the morning and he sprays a little olive oil in his pan and he makes his eggs before his wife gets up, and it hasn't been a problem. He's been doing that for like the past 2 weeks. And then one day while he's cooking, his wife gets up and says, "Oh, there it is." He said, "What are you talking about?" She said, "I've been looking for my olive oil hairspray for the past 2 weeks." He showed the bottle. He's been using olive oil hairspray to fry his eggs in the morning. He said, "Am I gonna die? Am I gonna be okay?" Because he said, so from now on, he don't put up the groceries, because that's what happened. He put the groceries up. He saw the word olive oil and put it in.
Because he assumed it was.
Because he assumed it was olive oil. So he thought it was like Pam or cooking spray or something.
Oh,
and
man.
He put it in the cabinet with the oils and stuff. And his wife could not find it for anything. And that's why.
Why she didn't ask?
He wouldn't have known. He wouldn't have knew where he put that. He would be like, "Baby, I haven't seen your hairspray." That's what he would have said.
That's true.
But that's why we don't put stuff up, right? That's reason number 137 why we don't put stuff up when women go shopping.
That ain't true.
That's what I'm going with.
I know. I mean, if that makes you feel better,
It does.
it's to help you sleep at night.
It helped me sleep at night.
Okay.
So while she's putting everything back up, fam, I'm gonna sit back and watch the show, and we'll be back in a little bit. Hey, what's going on, fam? The Don here. It is the next morning. So by some miracle, Peggy has defied the laws of physics, and she was able to put everything away just like she said she would. And I'm going to have to learn to not doubt her. But anyway, she's out. She's out walking with DJ, getting her morning walk in and stuff. Now, I could have went walking with her because, you know, I get my walk in by walking DJ 4 or 5 times a day. That's how my walk comes in. That's how I get my steps. But she gets her steps all at one time early on in the morning. So I thought I'd take this opportunity to address a few things. Now, we have quite a few more subscribers. Welcome. Thank you for subscribing. A lot of you may not have seen our setup. So here's a real quick shot of how we're set up. This white truck is Grace, and we have the Keystone Outback. It's a great travel trailer, plenty enough size for just Peggy and myself. But we addressed something in our recent live. We talked about doing some boondocking, and I just wanted to clear something up. Peggy and I are glampers, right? We are unabashed, unashamed glampers. But we're also able to make do in tough situations. We just don't choose to. But anyway, I want to make a clarification. I want to make a little clarification. We're not going to be boondocking. We're going to be dry camping at some point in this year. So what's the difference? Dry camping is when you go to a campground without any water or electric hookups. So you're still on a campground, you're just not hooked into anything. You just drive onto a nice parking spot and you set up right there. You don't hook your RV into any electricity or water or anything else, cable, television, whatever else it is. You just live off what your RV has. Now, boondocking is you still have no hookups, but now you don't even have a campground. You're just out there in the middle of a desert or the mountains or a valley or the woods, and it's not specifically set up for RVing, but you find you a little spot where your RV fits and you live off what you have. If any of you know Peggy at all, you should know that that's not what we're going to do. Unless it's an absolute emergency. We're not going to voluntarily do that. But dry camping, we'll get to some campgrounds, most likely on military bases or something that don't provide anything. So I went over by the dog park. That's where the dry camping is located here at Davis-Monthan Air Force Base, over there by the dog park. I saw Class Bs, I saw Class Cs, I saw the Class As, and I saw a couple fifth wheels. We got a Grand Design Reflection and a Grand Design Solitude over there. We got the travel trailers like this Airstream, and we saw tents over there and everything like that. So, and even a pop-up tent base station where it had a pop-up connected to a tent by a little tent in the middle. So basically they built a little community over there. But yeah, so I am going to be looking into the whole dry camping thing to make sure that we have everything we need. The most important thing, of course, is like in the wintertime, the most important thing is going to be heat. Power is something that we've gotten used to for conveniences, for stuff like televisions and stuff like that. Our refrigerator will run off propane, and we have propane. We have very large propane tanks, so that's not going to be an issue. Television is not a necessity. We have a fireplace we have an electric fireplace. We're probably not going to be able to use that, and we have an electric space heater. But again, we have propane heaters. So this RV is set up for a lot of that stuff, and plus it's very well insulated. We have not had any freezing cold nights since we've been here. Of course, we're in Arizona. That don't really say much. But we're looking forward to new adventures in 2023. We're going to be doing a whole lot. We're going to be learning a lot more. There's also going to probably be some life changes and stuff like that. Just trying to just decide how we're going to do what we're doing for the long term. So that's about all I wanted to talk to you guys about this morning. Just want to thank you guys for all the new subscribers. Just want to say welcome. I want to thank you guys for all the support. 2022 was great, as we pointed out earlier. And we just want to remind you guys to go out there and do something good for yourself. And for others as well. Y'all take it easy, fam.
always be around when I need some loving, baby. And I never let you down, let you down, let you down. I'm yours.